I don't know about anybody else, but I have been feeling very temperamental lately. And so I have to work overtime to like regulate my emotions so that I can stay on track with my fitness goals and not like crumble in this time of adversity, if you can call it that. I did wake up to it snowing today. I think, what day is it? It's April 17th. So that was super fun. At least it's not freezing cold out, but like still not great when you're already kind of going through it. Part of it is I think I'm entering my luteal phase, but also I'm on Accutane. So I think like just everything's working against me right now. So I'm trying to like stay on track with all of my wellness, kind of goals and habits that I'm building just to like hang on for dear life. So yeah, I thought I would do some vlogging to kind of show what I've been doing to try and just stay positive, keep from crashing out and keep on track with my fitness goals. I am in the middle of an 8-week cut right now. So like it needs a certain level of discipline and I tend to kind of fall apart sometimes. And then I just like throw my discipline out the window and I'm like, well, I just want to eat comfort food and I just want to go home and lay on the couch and not like keep pushing myself. And I'm trying not to do that anymore. So anyways, that starts with going to the Leaf today. My company is spending the afternoon at basically this giant garden. It's an indoor garden, kind of like a greenhouse that my city has. And I've heard it's really good to go in the winter, because it's warm and I think maybe even like a little humid in there. And it's just this giant garden. So it's going to be really nice to walk around in there and pretend it's not covered in snow outside. So we're going to do that, have some lunch first. I was also really stressed because I feel like I'm so good at sticking on track with my diet plan and my workouts throughout the week. And then over the weekend, I just completely fall apart. So I was stressed because today we're going out for lunch and I have a date night with my fiance tonight. We're going to go for dinner and go to a movie. And then tomorrow it is my best friend's birthday. So we're going out in the evening for that. And then, on Sunday, I have a baby shower to go to, and there's always snacks and treats to tempt me. So I was kind of freaking out about that, but I looked at the menu last night and I like planned ahead what I was going to eat. And they do have like a salad that I can add chicken to here. So I'm going to do that for this meal and then figure out later what to have. Just trying to get as much protein as I can, to keep myself full on these limited calories. And I also have leg day today, so I need to make sure I'm getting enough energy. I just had like a tuna snack this morning to hold me over till lunch. I usually have like a big bowl of oatmeal for breakfast, but I didn't want to do that today because I'm going to be eating so much. Today is still going to be a cheat day. I know that, but that doesn't mean I have to like go completely crazy, which is another thing I tend to do. I'll be like, oh, I'll have like one day or one weekend where I like don't care. And then I just like, eat everything. So I'm not going to do that because that'll just make me sad. So yeah, I'm going to show you around the Leaf a little bit, take you through my day. Oh, and I've also been starting my mornings with hot water with this probiotic tea that's like lemon and ginger. It is very good, and I actually really like having that before. Like, I don't like just waking up and having coffee on an empty stomach anymore. It doesn't make me feel good. I've always known that, but I've always done it anyways. I'm a very sleepy girl, but that's okay. I'm waiting a little bit later in the day to have my coffee. Which reminds me, I forgot my Celsius that I was going to drink at the office. I'm not going back there today, but it's okay. It's not good for me anyways. I shouldn't be drinking Celsius, but whatever. Anyways, enough rambling. That's just my little introduction to this vlog. It's going to be all just keeping myself from crashing out, quite frankly, and hanging out with you guys. Anyways, I better get going because everyone's probably there, just starting to sit down for lunch. So I have to go inside, but I'll talk to you guys in a little bit.
Good morning, vlog. I think the last time I saw you, I was at the Leaf on the work outing. That was super nice, but that was in fact a whole week ago. Everything kind of went to shit after that, and Zach got sick and I got sick, and it is now the next Saturday. That was last Friday, so big time jump there, but we're just gonna keep it right going with this vlog because I really like the theme of like healthy habits, because it's just what I've been really trying to do right now, is build new healthy habits going into the spring summer. So anyways, it's been a minute, so I'm excited to get back into vlogging. I think I showed this in a clip from the day we went to the Leaf, but I have been trying to have hot water before I have any coffee. I've been so bad in the past for just waking up and drinking coffee on an empty stomach, especially on the weekend. I find that a big problem I have is that I'm really consistent and habitual throughout the week, and I do really well with structure and routine. And then the weekend comes and I completely fall apart. I tend to like sleep in, and then I'm not eating until later in the day, and I'm drinking coffee first thing on an empty stomach. And I just tend to not be very healthy on weekends, and that's something I'm trying to change, because I do better with structure and routine. As much as I like to sleep and sleep forever, I don't think that's necessarily doing me many favors. I'm still trying to prioritize getting like a good 8 to 9 hours of sleep a night. That's definitely harder on weeknights, but yeah, I'm trying to start off the day with my Twinings lemon ginger probiotic tea. I just find it's a lot more gentle on the stomach first thing in the morning. And I'm not someone who needs a coffee first thing when they wake up. Like, just because I tend to do that on the weekends regularly doesn't mean it's actually what I need. Like, Zach usually makes me my coffee on the weekends, so he'll just bring it to me in bed most of the time, which is so sweet. But I think I should start having some food in my stomach first. I'm also really bad for just not eating breakfast on the weekends, so that's something that I'm trying to change. Today I'm making something different. Throughout the week I usually just have my oatmeal and protein powder. So today I'm gonna try to like switch it up a bit, and maybe that can be my weekend thing. Like, I'll stick to my routine, but I'll change up when I'm eating, if that makes sense, just to make it more of a weekend thing. So I am gonna try making turkey bacon. I tend to not like turkey in any ground processed form, besides like deli turkey I do like, but I don't like ground turkey, so I'm not sure if I'm gonna like this turkey bacon, but I see all the gym girlies eating it, so thought I would give it a try. I'm just trying to find any like sources of protein to add to my diet that I can. I have been getting better at grocery shopping and knowing what to keep on hand. I'm still really bad for like going on lots of really small trips instead of just doing big trips here and there. I find myself at the grocery store quite a lot, but that's okay. I'm getting better at least at knowing what to have on hand. For example, these are 2 non-negotiables that I always need to have: oatmeal and my protein powder. I have this for breakfast almost every day during the week. This is my favorite protein powder. It's pretty clean. It was recommended to me, and so far I like all the flavors that I've tried, except for this like hazelnut chocolate one that I didn't really like. But the maple brown sugar one in oatmeal is so good. It's literally just like putting brown sugar in your oatmeal, which is how I grew up eating it. So I really like this one for that. Oh, hello, Monty. He shouldn't be up here, but he's literally impossible to stop. Anyways, I also always have oats. These are just quick oats, and I'm gonna switch to rolled oats once this bag is done, but I just had these and I was working my way through them. And I'm gonna try and do like overnight oats with chia seeds, just to add a bit more fiber in. But I always have these on hand. I've also started buying these protein pastas, as well as tuna. I like to get like the little box set that comes with crackers, but they didn't have any of the Thai chili ones that I like, so I just got cans of Thai chili, and I figure I can just like use whatever crackers or carb I have laying around and make my own tuna snacks. So I always keep these now. I bought this extra virgin olive oil spray to try for like when I'm making eggs, but I haven't actually used that yet. So I've also been stocking up on so much Greek yogurt. I've been getting the high protein, no sugar added ones, but this time I tried the banana. I've been getting it plain and just like adding stuff to it to make it better. But I love banana yogurt. It's my favorite thing in the world. It's like pudding. So hopefully this is good. And then I always like to have berries on hand to put in my yogurt. I usually snack on this like at work, but like I said, trying to bring in these good habits to the weekend. And then extra lean ground beef, because I've been eating a lot of that as like some kind of taco bowl situation or else a pasta dish. Just lots of different ways I've been eating it. So yeah, I'm getting better at knowing like, okay, these are the things I need in my house at all times. So when I go to the grocery store, I'm not like, I don't know what to get. I do better with repetition and just simplicity. So that's what I've been trying to do. Yeah, I'm gonna start with this turkey bacon. I don't know how it'll be. It's applewood smoked, butterball. It's only 5 grams of protein per slice, but they're 35 calories per slice. So I can have 2, and then I'll have my egg whites with it. So we'll see how much protein that gets me. I'm trying to do like 40 grams in my breakfast, which is a lot. So if I don't make it with just my eggs and turkey bacon, I think I'm gonna have some yogurt too. But yeah, I just find I'm like so much more satiated throughout the day if I start with like a really good protein full breakfast. I know everyone says that, it's literally science. So yeah, I'm just gonna try and keep that going on the weekend so I don't hate myself come Monday morning. I'm gonna make some breakfast now. But after that, I am so excited because I finally got myself a new desk for my office. I got one that can go up to standing height, and then I also got a walking pad. A big thing I'm trying to do is hit 10,000 steps a day. I've been wearing my Fitbit again, which is the only way I like remember to keep up with that. Oh my God. And there goes my microphone. What was I saying? Oh yes, so I went to IKEA. I'm trying to get 10,000 steps in, so I figured having a walking pad will really motivate me to multitask while I'm editing, because I tend to like have way too many things to do and I can't get them all done in time, and then I'm like picking things over the other. So I figured, at least for video editing, if vlogging is something I want to keep up with, which it is, I definitely need to figure out ways to multitask. So that's why I got the walking pad. So hopefully I can get some of my 10,000 steps in while I'm doing that. And then I don't feel like, oh, I feel guilty, I should be at the gym right now. And I don't have to spend as much time there. As much as I do love a good like high incline walk at the gym, which I will definitely still do, it's nice to have the walking pad so I don't have to feel like I have to go to the gym every single day if I'm not going to get my steps in just by like what I have planned in the day. So I'm going to be putting that together and showing you my office setup after this. I got a few other things from IKEA too, actually. I got this little tray that just like sits in the sink, and then you can put all of your sponges in there. And I got this for the soap because I just keep the bottle of Dawn on the counter, and I think that could be cuter. I really don't like my kitchen, so any ways that I can make it a little bit more enjoyable for myself, I'm here for. We're currently renting, and we hope to buy a house in the next like 2 years. So until then, I'm making do with what we got. It's not terrible, at least it's a good size, but and I have this big island space to work on. But yeah, aesthetically it's not the cutest, so I tried to like add a cute little plate, and like, I don't know, I'm trying to just make it a little bit better. And we're also trying to switch to glass Tupperware, so I picked up some more of these at IKEA. We have a couple others, but I really need to go through the Tupperware drawer because we just have so much like gross old plastic stuff that I want to get rid of. Apparently it's healthier. I mean, there's plastic in everything, like literally probably what I'm wearing is like seeping plastic into me, but that's fine. We're still going to change out our Tupperware. It's fine. Do you think my Fitbit is counting whisks as steps? No. Too bad. Ooh, just about lost my eggs. So apparently this is only 31 grams of protein. So I think I will have some yogurt, but I'm gonna eat this first because I might not want it until a little bit later for a snack. But this is the moment of truth. Oh, it's really hard. I don't think I cooked it very good. Okay. Taste-wise, I really like it. The texture is very chewy, but I think it's because I cooked it and like it stuck to the pan. It was a whole thing, but I do like it. Okay, exciting. Exciting, something new. Something new to have. I realized after I finished breakfast that I'm pretty sure what I've been seeing people eating on Instagram is tofurkey, not turkey bacon. But I don't know. Like this looked more appetizing to me than tofurkey, so I'm gonna compare at the grocery store next time I'm there the nutritional value and see if it's significantly better to have the tofurkey. But the turkey bacon was fine, so whatever. But anyways, I am gonna start on the new office setup right now. So I'm just gonna turn my camera around and show you what I got. Okay, so the big box under here is the walking pad. And then this is the base of the desk. And then that is for my computer. It's just a stand with a little drawer. And then over here is the tabletop. It is quite large. So it's definitely gonna be bigger than my last one. So we'll see how this goes. Okay, so this is the current office setup I have going on. It's not terrible, but I have had this desk since high school, like maybe even middle school. I don't know. I got it 10 million years ago from Pottery Barn and it served me well, but I don't like how narrow the opening is for the legs, and it also just can't be a standing desk. So now that I have my walking pad, I wouldn't be able to use them together. This chair is completely destroyed by the cats. But yeah, if you can see this, I feel so confined in this area. And this is where I'm going to be doing most of my editing work. So the plan is to swap out this for the new desk. Problem is, this desk is world smaller than the other one. So I don't have a plan. I'm just going to build a new one, get this one out of here, and then go from there. So we'll see. It's definitely going to fit in the room. But as far as how it fits with the other things, that's still a question mark. Also, we've had these patches on the wall forever. When we moved into this apartment, they didn't do anything to fix it up. So there's like random patches here and there from the previous tenants. And in like the main living area, we painted everything white when we moved in, but there's still a few rooms like the office, the bedroom, and the bathroom that are still the original apartment paint. And they're a little bit blotchy. So just don't look at that. I have to keep the window open. It might be a little loud out there from like street cleaning or whatever, but it is boiling hot in here, so it's just gonna be how it is. Okay, I guess I need to clear out like a little working space for myself. I just want to get all of these chairs out of here. Excuse me, Monty. Okay, no, I just need to get this out of the room. I also have some Doom boxes. It's like the box equivalent of a Doom pile. This has been sitting here for far too long. So once I have my new desk set up, I'm gonna have to go through everything. It's like the most random assortment of things. I have greeting cards in here, stuff I don't even want, boxes for like electronics, string, and a lot of papers that I need to sort through. So we're just gonna also push this out of the way. And then mini Doom box. I think this is actually mostly Zach stuff, but these I need to get to, but that's a later problem. For now, we're just focusing on the desks. I don't know what makes the most sense. Should I get rid of all of this first? Why is this so stressful? I'm also going to have to dip out at some point here quickly to go to UVB therapy. It's a light therapy treatment I've been getting for my eczema for the last couple of months. It's basically just like a standing tanning bed, but it's a different type of light emitted than tanning beds emit, so less potentially dangerous. So I just go to that 3 times a week, and I'm in there for like a minute at most, and then it's done. So the most time consuming part is actually driving there. But they do close at 1 today, and it's already after 11. So I don't want to be the person getting there super last minute and they're trying to lock up. So I will have to take a break for that, but that's okay. Why? Oh. Okay, I'm just gonna start with the base. I'm gonna move the desk after. I cannot be bothered to do that yet. Fun fact about me, I actually love building IKEA furniture. I feel like the lighting is really bad here because the window's behind me, but the view in the other direction isn't great. Should I try switching it though for some better light? Yeah, I'm gonna try switching the camera. Ugh, vlogging is hard. Okay, well the lighting's definitely better this way. You can see the cat litter. Okay, don't look at that. We had a mat just outside of the cat litter box and it ended up getting wrecked, so we had to throw it away with every intention of getting a new one. But I went to the dollar store and they didn't have the same one, so I'm still looking for a similar kind to catch litter when they come out of the box. I just haven't done that yet. And our vacuum cleaner sucks. It doesn't suck. That's the problem. It doesn't have any suction, and I feel like it just sprays litter everywhere. So I've ordered a new one, and I'm just not even gonna look at that until it comes because I will go crazy trying to vacuum this room again with our existing vacuum. I just can't do it anymore. So don't look at that. I'm sorry, that is pretty gross, but the only thing is you can't really see what I'm doing from this angle. Okay, also now I'm just analyzing everything in the frame instead of remembering what I was gonna film, but I also have this big organizer on the back of the office door that was supposed to be a super cute like way to keep all of my present wrapping stuff together and easily accessible, but it's just become this mass on the door that stresses me out, and I think I need to figure out a different use for that thing and figure out how I want to store my wrapping stuff because this isn't working, and it's literally like protruding so far from the door from all the bags stacked up on the hooks that it's like taking up the walkway. So don't look at that either. This corner is not great. Maybe we'll even paint this room sometime. We are about to sign a new yearly lease at this place. So I do kind of want to do a couple things to make it feel a little bit nicer until we're gone. We've already been here for 3 years and everything's been as it is. Oh my God, Monty is using the camera to scratch his face. I'm really hoping I got the right one. I did like double, triple check when we were there, but I'm always paranoid that it's going to be like a slightly different model because IKEA had 50 of these Trotten series desks. I'm so excited to have my new setup. This is going to be amazing. On my way to UVB, got my goggles, ready to go. That was terrible. It's more like it.
I forgot to bring my tripod, so I'll make this fast, but I just finished my UVB treatment. I have to go at least 2 times a week, but ideally 3 times for it to do anything. So I try to go on my lunch break during the work week, but sometimes I only make it twice, and then I'll end up just going on Saturday before they close at 1. But it is convenient because you don't need to make an appointment. You can just show up. So I think it's going fine. I don't know if it's actually making a difference. But I think like my eczema has been relatively not flaring up lately. So I don't know if that's what it's from, but it can't hurt, especially because I'm on Accutane right now, like I've also mentioned. I was a little bit nervous about taking Accutane because it's really notorious for drying out your skin. and I already have eczema problems, really dry skin. So she put me on a really low dose of the Accutane. It's still drying me out, like my lips. I forgot my Aquaphor today, which I'm excited to go home and put some on because my lips are literally peeling off every single day. I swear to God, I have new lips on my skin, like new skin on my lips, new lips on my skin. Um, yeah, no, it's gross. So I need to constantly be like lathering my lips in Aquaphor, but overall, like the rest of my body has not been bad. So I don't know if UVB is helping with that. They probably wouldn't make me do it for nothing, but I'm just trying it out. I don't know how long I have to do it for though, because to do this 3 times a week, like it's not even the treatment itself that's annoying. Like it is annoying to get undressed and redressed all the time for these appointments, which are just 1 minute long, but it's mostly the driving because it takes away like at least 30 minutes of my day every time I do it for just driving there, which isn't that bad, I know, but like it's still, especially with gas prices being so high, like I normally don't pay attention to gas prices even if they're high because there's literally nothing I can do about it and I still need to commute. But things like this where like I know I'm adding on this extra time and I don't actually know if it's that worth it, like then I start to wonder like, okay, should I like keep doing this or should I save the gas money on making 3 trips a week to the dermatologist? But it's just something that's been on my mind because I'm like, is this actually doing anything? And like even just the time it takes me to do it, like some days I really just don't feel like coming here. Um, but it's fine. I'll insert the little clip I took of the actual machine that I found in for that treatment. But yeah, okay, there's a lot of people walking around here, so I'm gonna go and continue the vlog from home and finish building my desk so I can make it to the gym before dinner. How is there so little time in the day? I am normally like rolling out of bed at 12 on a Saturday. I can sleep for 14 hours straight. No, like not even waking up to go to the bathroom. But in order to like keep healthy routines on the weekend and to like have a breakfast, have a lunch, like have a full day of eating so I don't get bingy and snacky in the evening, like I have to get up earlier. I just have no choice. So I'm starting to try to go to bed a little bit earlier and um, just be a little bit more disciplined with mornings. Maybe one of these days I'll make a morning person of myself. We'll see.
Okay, well, I finished setting it all up. I think it looks really good. I'm sitting on my new walking pad, so I'm really excited to use that. But I also wanted to mention, I know this has nothing to do with like healthy habits. Well, I guess it does because I'm trying to start reading before bed instead of scrolling through my phone. So I've been getting out of a bit of a reading slump I've been in. Well, I guess it's not really been that much of a slump. Like I have been consistently finishing books. I've recently read Wuthering Heights, although mostly I was listening to the audiobook for that one, as well as Throne of Glass. Um, there is a cat in the litter box. If you hear scratching, that's what it is. Throne of Glass, I'm part 1 out of 5 through of Assassin's Blade on audiobook, so I'm going to finish that as well. But I just finished reading a dark romance. Not really the genre I usually read in, but I read Her Soul to Take. And if you are familiar with this book, you know that it's basically demon erotica. And I had a good time with it, but I don't think I'm going to read the second one in the series just yet. I'm going to take a little break. I might even wait and read that closer to Halloween because it does have a very like spooky vibe to it. Long story short, I have been trying to decide what I want to read next, and I was reminded yesterday by a friend that the second book in the Direbound series is coming out. I think it's called Furybound. I'll have to double check that, but that is out very soon. So I'm going to hold off on starting another book. But anyways, I'm going to get back to work then and try to get my steps in for the day. I am excited for spin class on Monday. I'm going to do the sauna after. I keep forgetting that my gym has a sauna that I can go in, and it's really good for your recovery, so I'm going to start doing that.